Hi students, greetings of the day. Today again in this video, we are going to see about the next part of essay writing. That is essay writing part 6. Here, what we are going to see is, in the introductory class I told you about the various types of essays. And in the last two classes, that is part 4 and 5, 4 we saw about narrative essay and 5 we saw about descriptive essay. Today in 6 we are going to see about reflective essay. What is reflective means? Can anyone tell me? Reflective. Reflection. You might have studied these probably in your physics class or some other classes and even literature. You would have studied this word reflective. Okay, the dictionary meaning says something like thoughtful or given to meditation and all. Deep thinking. Reflection. When we do a self-study, we call it a self-reflection. Okay, and so a reflective essay basically means that it is written after a deep thinking about the topic. We might try to explain a lot of things here. Okay, in one book it is said, if we imagine in an unrealistic situation, maybe about ourselves or maybe about other people about whom we are writing or the situation, then we can say it is in a reflective mood, in an unrealistic situation. Or you hear a concept or you understand understand something and send in your thoughts about it. Okay, many of these writers, authors, they write, they develop stories or philosophical thoughts, okay, based on this reflection. So what is it actually, how it happens, all this you can think about and explain, write in your essay. That is what is a reflective essay. Now today we are going to discuss about a topic called forgiveness. Suppose you get a topic, forgiveness, write a composition on forgiveness. Okay, now definitely you can think of writing a reflexive essay out of this. So you have to reflect, you have to think what you understand by forgiveness. What you understand by forgiveness. According to you, what is forgiveness? You might also refer to some books where some thinkers have written about forgiveness, what you understand. Where is it coming from? How is it administered or practiced in real life? What are its benefits? All those thoughts that you gather, you collect, as I told you here, either meditating or spending a few thoughtful moments about it. What you get about this concept is what is going to be your reflective essay. Now, as I told you about forgiveness, you can explain what is forgiveness. Maybe if you want, you can start with, to err is human, but to forgive is divine. Okay? To err means, err means to make mistakes, commit mistakes. Okay? By the very fact that we are all human beings, weak human beings, it is likely that we all commit mistakes one way or the other, sometime or the other in our life. Sometimes even more. So that is what is the concept behind it. We commit mistakes. And sometimes when we commit some mistakes, others are hurt. Others are hurt. Now, the other day, I read in a book, in a story book, it was about a person learning his driving. He was writing. So when his tutor came after a few days of training or giving practice, asked him to drive and practice more because he made so many mistakes and many accidents and all that. He was telling. One day, I took the vehicle and while driving, it went into the neighbor's compound. Another day, it hit on a cow on the road. One day, it killed two goats on the road. Once it hit on a person. Once, while I was driving, it went and hit on another vehicle which was stationary, which was parked. Now again you are asking me to learn it, and what am I going to do on the road? I myself do not know. So now you see this hitting the animals, damaging others' property, hitting on others' vehicle. These are all results of our mistakes. Like that, very many things happen. When we do some mistakes and when we do some wrong things, others are made to suffer. Now, if those people have to understand our situation and tell us, fine, that is, tell us in the sense it's all right, it's okay, I understand, these kind of things happens in life, please be serious not to make any more mistakes. That's where the forgiveness is. Okay, and that's why in that sentence it is said to forgive is divine. That's a godly character. Only those of us or those people, who have been blessed by God are able to forgive others well. Forgive and forget, both are there, okay? Some of you might have studied in your moral science class also about it. Anyway, that's what it is. Forgive and forget. So this is the thought. This is a reflection that when you sit and meditate or think about, it will come into your mind. Fine? Forgiveness, that someone has committed a mistake, as a result I am hurt. Some damages has happened to me or to my property. Some loss has occurred to me. Fine? But not minding that or not taking a serious note about that. I tell the person who has done this wrong to me, it's alright, it's okay, sometimes it happens. I have forgiven. This is what is forgiveness. See the reflection that comes? Now, you can bring in some examples either from your life or from outside. Great examples. Okay? I don't know if you know, some years back, two European countries, East and West Germanies, they were very strong enemies to each other. They were very strong enemies to each other. And then what happened? Later, they realized the mistake. They came around the negotiation table. They discussed their issues. They understood each other, their mistakes. And finally, they were ready to forgive and forget. As a result, now we have a unified Germany. A real good example of forgiving and forgetting. You can mention this in one paragraph. Or if you want again, look into the history, Japan and America. Deadly enemies. Okay? You know that during the World War, Japan was bombed by the American team. And they were deadly enemies. Now they have become friends. They are ready to, they have forgiven and forgotten all those enmity that was there between them. As a result, they have become very close friends today. We were hearing about the unifying or becoming one of these South and North Koreas, but I don't know whether it will take place in the immediate future. But at one particular situation there was negotiations to bring it together. So these are all examples that you can take from history regarding forgiveness, which you can mention. Now again, if you come back into the life of real people, we have the example of Pope John Paul II, who went into the jail and hugged the person who shot him, who wanted to kill him, and he said, "I have forgiven you." It is a real good example from a human point of view. A person who was shot by, somebody, one Ali Aga, I forget the basic story behind it, but this much I know. Ali Aga was the name of the person who wanted to kill Pope John Paul II. So he shot him with a gun. And then of course Pope John Paul was such a famous person, you know that the police will not leave the person who shot him, and they caught him, they took him to the police station, arrested, case was there, he was in court, and finally the court convicted him for imprisonment, he was in jail. But Pope, after he got out from the hospital after treatment and he was alright, he decided to forgive. And so he got the permission of the authorities. He went into the jail where Ali Aga was locked, and he hugged him and he said, "I forgive you." We have in our country some years back, these crime stains, an Australian person who was taking care of leprosy patients in Orissa. He had established a village to rehabilitate leprosy patients, and he was treating them and all that. He was doing well. In one Christmas night, when he was sleeping in his jeep with his 2 children, some miscreants, some antisocial elements who were angry with his services or what he was doing, who was not the people who were not happy with his social work that he was doing, they burned him in the jeep and killed him. The car in which he and his children were sleeping, they burned, and they were burned alive. Some years later, when the case was on, when his wife was called in to give the witness, she said, "I forgive the killers of my husband and children." A real example of forgiveness. So like these, a few examples you can write, and then conclude your essay with a reflection, what you think. For example, forgiveness is a great quality which is very much lacking in the world, because of which such a lot of problems are being created every now and then. If people are willing to become a little small in front of the others, a little less in front of the others, if you are able to understand a bit more, many of our problems can be solved. So forgiveness is an important quality to be developed in each human being. Saying that, you can conclude your essay. With that, my dear children, I stop today. And if you have got any difficulties, you can clarify with me either directly online phone or through WhatsApp. Thank you.